right, now it is time to get into TNA Impact for October 14th, 2010.
Please, let's get into anything else. Let's get into another show that we can watch now and talk about that instead. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you want talking, you come to TNA. If you want wrestling, take your sensitive ass over to WWE. We don't have that here.
Yeah, we got mic time for you, baby. We got promos. We got angles. But you want matches? Wait at least an hour minimum for some matches.
Yeah, just this episode's definitely a weird one. It is one that falls after one of their biggest shows ever. One that has gone down in the history books because the one picture everyone remembers from Bound for Glory 2010 is the one where they're all holding up the sign that says they're here, but it is not spelled right.
No, it is it is like THEIR, right, or something?
I think it was THERE.
Yeah, with a bunch of E's.
Yeah, something like that, or a bunch of R's or something. Yeah. It was just all over the place. That's the one I always remember from this show. And then it also kicked off the heel Jeff Hardy run, which of course culminates at Victory Road with Jeff Hardy and Sting, which then, yeah, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a hot era for TNA.
We're hot as it should be set on fire.
Yeah, trying to take on WWE also.
Yeah, and we're super Hogan out here. But before we get into this episode of TNA, sadly, let's take a look at what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time with the Wrestling Observer newsletter. We've done a little bit during this time already, so I tried to pick around, find some stuff here. But there's a lot actually about, in particular, this pay-per-view that just passed, Bound for Glory on 10/10/10, and this Impact. So from the Observer, October 18th, 2010, Meltzer writes, take a formula that worked 14 years ago and combine it by copying one idea after another that have been both hit and missed, and you've got the latest TNA restart. Bound for Glory and the Thursday special had been pushed for months around the idea of a surprise that would change the face of TNA. Then again, TNA has used Twitter as a promotional device and promised that before just about every pay-per-view as of late, and never delivered. Dixie Carter went on television and promised that on 10/7 Live's TV show, and again, didn't deliver. But the closing scene of Bound for Glory was the latest reprise of the original NWO angle held at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, the same building where on July 7th, 1996, Hulk Hogan showed up as the third member of the NWO. The plan TNA had originally was to turn Hardy heel, and that was made about 7 weeks ago. The idea was that Team Hogan needed a current top star to be the world champion, and it was either RVD or Hardy. One would think RVD would have made the most sense since Hardy was the only guy in the promotion who was making a difference at the time when it came to house show gates, although in recent weeks, as shown by the recent Carolina swing with both Hardy and Ric Flair on the shows and drawing less than 1,000 three of the 4 nights, that may no longer be the case. Of the two, the question was whether people would be more surprised by Hardy or by RVD, although given RVD being attacked by Abyss due to the auras from they and the big injury angle, yeah, that would be a swerve nobody would see, but even for this current group, that would make no sense. TNA got some mainstream press the next day, with the announcement that Jenny Farley, JWoww of quote-unquote Jersey Shore, had agreed to do the October 11th Impact taping for a reported $15,000.
Little 15K rate for JWoww.
I believe there was something here. I didn't include it here, but there was on the next Observer that's after this, there was some people not too thrilled in terms of the workers and people that work there of the $15,000 payoff that JWoww reportedly got, but TNA management was telling them that was not true. So
what about when Ronnie came in? He worked a match.
Ron,
your tears don't mean dick to me, just so you know.
I'm going to the fucking Smush Room tonight, and I'm fucking. Meltzer writes, whether this does or doesn't work, the fact is TNA's angles, reviving ECW, spoofing Jersey Shore, doing another NWO revival, and whenever they do the next Montreal Screwjob finish, none address the biggest problem. TNA doesn't make stars, Meltzer writes. TNA has no developmental system to groom its own future stars and recruits nobody. Young guys are constantly playing second fiddle to people who can't deliver in the ring anymore. That was the case in WCW, and they had basically 2.5 years of success with it before the walls came tumbling down, and much of the same crew is here now, only 12 years older. Probably the most telling aspect of this is independent promoters who have noted to me that Samoa Joe meant more on the independent scene as a draw during his run as ROH champion with no television than he does after 5 years of national television with TNA. A couple things here from the Observer, October 25th, 2010, to round things out here. Meltzer writes some video game notes. The AAA game just came out to little publicity. The Metacritic site had yet to post even one review of the game as of the weekend, indicating pretty low interest. AAA has so little visibility in the US that it has very limited in what it could do. The EA MMA game came out this week as well. Meltzer says, I've heard some concern how it will be based on pre-orders. The online buzz metrics are way behind SVR 11, although I'd expect a game that is essentially a Strikeforce game to hardly have this kind of buzz of a WWE game. Have you played the AAA game? I'm sure we've talked about it before, but I don't remember. I know we've watched
I've seen it though.
Okay.
I watched you play it.
The AAA game is fine. If you've played the TNA game, and if you like the TNA game, it's the TNA game, but it feels slower, which is weird because you would think like a Lucha game would be faster. But yeah, I mean, it has the AAA game has its own story mode, which is fun. I think it's the first game that has the create a sign thing, which was fun. And that's obviously later put in WWE games. It also had online mask versus mask and mask versus hair matches, which was pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun.
Yeah, stuff like that. I got no mask versus, I guess because that's like not a thing that happens in WWE. So like, why would they put that in a game? But that I always thought that was a cool idea.
Why doesn't it happen in WWE? It should be the question. We got to put that shit in WWE. Mask versus hair now.
Yeah, I mean they've done it, right? They did it with Mysterio and Punk. And what do you remember about SVR 11, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011?
All those like really. I remember Universe Mode.
Yeah,
for
sure.
SmackDown 11, and like that was that's like the big thing that I remember was like, wow, there's a lot of shit happening in this universe.
But yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. I remember it because it was. I think it was the first game with the new like weapon physics. Like I vividly remember being able to like do crazy shit onto ladders and like fucking they would get stuck in the ladder and shit and the weapons.
Oh yeah, dude, I would spend the entire match if it was no DQ, like just trying to put stuff together. Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude. That shit did kick ass.
And then it was gone the next year.
And the EA MMA game, did you ever play that?
EA MMA. No, I watched a video on it though.
Yeah, I watched it. I played the demo. I remember that, and I remember not liking it, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it had Fedor on it, right?
It did. It had Fedor and Randy Couture?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think they both were like on the Yatsu UFC at the time.
They were. He had Dana White heat. And I think Bobby Lashley is in that game as well.
Oh, nice.
But I remember looking at it and I watched a video on it maybe in the past year, and it looked better than I remembered it. So maybe it's something we got to give another shot here too. Last couple things here in TNA, more news here. Bischoff was said to be mad at the coverage of the 10-14 television show. That's the one we're reviewing tonight. Doing the big ratings because of people tuning out throughout the show. Apparently what got heat is someone who, before the quarters came in, but after the initial rating came in, outright told Dixie Carter what the pattern would be and ended up being right on the money, and that got to Bischoff. Bischoff's response was that they set up 6 months worth of angles, and thus the show was a big success. One person in the company noted, quote, "Don't you love it how Eric Bischoff says he has nothing to do with creative when the numbers are down or the show sucks, but it is the first one to congratulate himself on Twitter and Facebook when Impact or Reaction does a good number. He's not going anywhere, but Dixie is on to him, and enough people have complained that he has lost a lot of his clout." Unlike Hogan, who is well-liked, and Russo, who people roll their eyes when talking about his booking but don't personally dislike him, you get a lot of negative on Bischoff, more because of how he carries himself and relates to talent than for his actual decisions. And I think that's like a lot of this era of TNA is a lot of that right there. That, you know, the wrong people may be making decisions because they were brought in on a lot of money, so they have to make decisions.
I mean, is 2010 TNA like one of the most cursed years for a wrestling company ever? I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, it's
up
close,
there.
right?
I
if
mean,
not,
you got to talk about like. I mean, there's like 40 different like game-breaking decisions that were made, right? In like a slew of 365 days. I mean, WCW probably had like a pretty similar year. I don't know if they were as memorable, like their mistakes were. I don't want to say they're not as memorable. That's not right.
They might be more memorable just because of the access they have, like people have to it because of the network and stuff. And obviously WWE documentaries have told WCW's fuck up stories more than their successes.
Yeah, but I have a lot of 2010 TNA like thoughts that are not good.
Well, dude, this is the same year, you know, the January of this year was when they went against Raw and did, like the Hogan, and like this is the same year Hogan just got here in January.
Stacker 2 said, "We are out of here. Take our shit off that canvas. No 6 sides. Fuck you. We're out."
Fuck that. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no fucking way.
Yeah, dude. Do you remember the only sponsor TNA had forever was that car sponsor? Fuck, what was it? Some auto parts or something.
Yeah, fuck.
You remember that? I just remember
I do.
every time, every show was like, thanks to
Direct Auto.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right.
No, we want Stacker 2 in this bitch. Put that back in the ring. Where's the 6 sides?
I want Larry Zbyszko dick pills or whatever the fuck it was.
Morphoplex, please, now.
Yes.
Gretchen Wiener's fucking DVD. Put it back up there now.
But you got to give us 6 sides. We're not sponsoring this little dinky ring.
Dude,
Fuck
4
your
sides
4
for sponsors or 6 sides for sponsors? I mean, like, come on, dude. Someone make some sense here.
But that is it for the observer portion of this. Now let's talk about TNA Impact October 14th, 2010. Sadly, let's not talk about it.
Well, I mean, they do all the talking.
They do so much fucking talking.
All right, let's get into this Impact here. Right off the bat here, I just want to let everybody know that this episode of TNA did have an overrun in the main event, so there was even more of this show than meets the eye.
Yes.
On TNA Plus, it doesn't actually end the show; it just kind of goes through the match. But on the actual airing of this, it goes off the air and then comes back on the air as TNA Reaction.
So at what point was that? At the bell?
So RVD at the end of the show does a moonsault to the floor, and Mike Tenay says, "We're out of time.
Oh,
stay tuned.
Right,
to
okay.
TNA Reaction."
Yes, okay, right, yeah.
So we got the end of that, and then TNA Reaction was basically your ECW Pulp Fiction finish, right? Like
yeah, sure.
this is everybody reacting to what just happened on the show. All the wrestlers, you get your backstage stuff and things.
I mean, that's good of TNA Plus to have combined that, because like they very easily could have not.
Yeah, I assume what they did, right, was they just filmed it all the way through, and then they just did like an extra voice over for like they put it there. Hey, stay tuned, and then they just went back to it.
Sure, yeah.
Time efficient way to do that. But yeah, I thought I would mention that. This episode was about an hour 30. It was a 2-hour Impact, and there was so much fucking talking on this show. Everybody, like. I don't know what to tell you other than they talked and Bischoff, if there was a segment without Bischoff, like, he's coming. Like, it's not going to be too long before he's back out here.
If he's not in it, they're talking about him at the very least. Like he's a part of every angle in the company.
We have a cold open here. They're coming.
10, their arrival. I will give it to them. The boards were talking about 10, 10, 10.
I mean, the boards thought Chris Jericho was coming. The boards thought Batista was here. The boards thought, they were just thinking Goldberg was coming.
I vividly remember the Goldberg one.
That was everything. Anytime Dixie got on the PR machine and started going nuts about something, people were like, oh my God, Goldberg's here. Oh my God, Chris Jericho, finally. Like, this was everyone's thoughts back then.
It's always
all the
those
time.
two. Yeah, you're right.
But no, it was not. It was Jeff Hardy betraying everyone at Bound for Glory.
Damn it.
Joining Hogan, Bischoff, Jeff Jarrett, and Abyss.
10, 10, 10.
They were all here already.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, tricked you, Marks.
Yeah, dude, wow. I mean, I don't remember how it was, but I imagine everyone shit on this crazy.
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, this was an interesting route to take. I can't say that Jeff Hardy turning heel wasn't interesting, because it definitely was. People wanted to see, what can this guy do when he's not doing the thing he's been doing for, 10 or so years at this point.
Yeah, and we know how that ends, sadly, but
what a shame too, man. What a fucking shame.
He looked cool as fuck.
He looked generationally cool.
Yeah, man.
This guy was like the king of this shit,
Yes, like he could have been like this is a run that could have went for a while. Like, not the group, obviously, but Jeff Hardy is a top heel. Like, why the fuck not? Yeah,
like, I mean, we'll talk about when he comes out here, his new look and all that.
Yes.
But yeah, like this could have been a generational heel turn. I know that sounds ridiculous. 2010 Jeff Hardy turning heel sounds
in TNA.
Yeah, right. Like, but like it was, they were cooking, and Jeff was super inspired, and sadly it ends at Victory Road when Jeff shows up to the pay-per-view fucked up, and Sting says, "I agree."
Sting hits him with a shoot scorpion death drop.
So we get a cold open number 2. Bischoff is talking to a dude in the parking lot that doesn't show up anymore on this episode. His name is Guy Blake.
Guy Blake is here, and Bischoff stops him. He says, whoa, where are you going? The guy says, I'm going to go see my client. Guy Blake says this, of course. I wrote the guy, but I guess he is Guy no matter what.
Yeah, Mr. Guy.
So Guy Blake is Dixie's lawyer, or attorney, I guess, and sent I have to explain some of this here. So there was a contract that was sent for Dixie to sign that Hogan and Bischoff gave to her to sign. I don't remember what it was actually supposed to be, but they got this contract to give to Dixie and switched it out for another contract, and she didn't read it, and she signed it and signed over the company to Hogan.
Yeah, that's all right.
So that's what the issue is. Or Guy Blake is saying, that's not the contract I sent you, Eric. I sent you a different contract for her to sign. And Bischoff says, you suggesting something nefarious is going on? And Guy Blake says, I'm suggesting you change the contract, which is exactly what happened. This is on TV. Like, I don't know how legally this works. Can you just lie to somebody, like show them a contract and give them a different one and they sign it and that's still binding?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Guy Blake even says, like, this isn't like holding up or whatever.
Yeah, this is some bullshit.
And Bischoff was like, yeah, well, we'll just hold you up in court for 5 years. And during those 5 years, we'll just run TNA.
Yeah, that's what he says, millions of people saw you. Want to take me to court? I'll see you in 5 to 6 years. You can tell your story to a jury. Holy shit. He says, well, in the meantime, you're trespassing, so get the hell out of here. And Guy Blake points at him, and Guy Blake says, this isn't the last you'll see of me. And he leaves. Now, I'm not a TNA 2010, connoisseur, but I don't have much recollection of Guy Blake and his run here.
Well, he turned around, he got some mahi-mahi. So he said, I forgot why I came. So now it's time for the Immortal Town Hall.
What can you call this a town hall? Is this not more like a goddamn this is a presentation, like a TV movie presentation? This is so fucking long. This is an unbelievable amount of time. Yeah, Hogan and fucking Bischoff come out. Unbelievable amount of pyro.
Dude, first off, they're not immortal. They're not immortal yet.
No, they are Team Hogan.
Right, and they're about to become immortal, brother.
Maybe?
Check the back tattoo, dude.
Does he have that yet?
I don't know. Probably not, because he's fresh off of back surgery, but who knows?
That's what the surgery was, dude.
That's fresh ink, dude.
Ink to me, dude. I had to go to a hospital to get a tattoo because of how big my back is, brother.
They said they'd never seen a back like this, dude. They said, that's an immortal back right there, brother. I said, put that on me.
Oh, shit, put that on me, brother. Hogan, there's so much fucking pyro here. Hogan is playing the crutch like a guitar. This is a theme that will continue through the whole show, that he plays the crutch like a guitar. Mike today on commentary says that the fans' hatred reflects their true feelings on Hogan and Bischoff. He says this as they're walking down the ramp and fans are bowing to them, but then they show a shot of like people in the front row booing them, so I guess there's a mixed reaction here.
The mixed reaction is all show long, as all the heels are cheered, all the baby faces are booed, and then they come back from commercial, and now it's flip-flopped. Who knows?
Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Hopefully there wasn't somebody at ringside yelling at them.
There was SoCal Val. Stop!
Shut the fuck up!
Shut up! Sit down! Now stand up! Cheer! So this segment, this Immortal Town Hall goes as long as a goddamn 60-minute adrenaline rush episode of TNA would go without commercials.
It's legit 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's like legit forever. I was like, so blown away by the fact that we got a 2-seg opener town hall.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. I messaged you. I said, has there ever been a segment as long as this to open a show that we've ever watched?
We've definitely, so we watched a Nitro that had like no wrestling for like the first hour at all.
But that was different. That was different sets.
Yes. And I don't think it was one continuous seg for a half hour. I mean, we've watched, Reign of Terror Triple H era of stuff. And I don't know if he's ever talked this long.
We watched these two dudes, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, sit here for 30 minutes, and then the ring turns into like 12 people by the end of it.
Dude, it's like a Royal Rumble of people, and then there's more people. I'll do the best that I can here, James, so feel free, just fucking cut me off when you need to.
I wish somebody would have cut this off.
So Hogan says, well, I'd like to welcome all the TNA Maniacs to my company. Eric and I decided, enough of the gaga. Oh, hell no. Liar.
Dude, every time we watch 2010 TNA, it's Hulk Hogan getting in the ring and going, all right, TNA's been sucking again. It's enough of that gaga.
Time to restart this rinky-dink ring gaga.
Dude, how many times does Hogan have to come in the ring and say, oh, sorry about that, brother. There's been a lot of gaga around here recently. Not anymore.
Wasn't my fault, dude. It must have been Dixie Carter's fault booking this shitty ass show. They kind of say that later, too. Hogan says it was time to take what was ours. Then he puts the mic down again, and off mic says, where's she hiding at, man? And then puckers his lips for a while.
Insane style. And Bischoff's back there. Is this?
Bischoff shadowboxing and says, off mic, she's in the back lying with Surge. Hey, man.
That's her husband.
Hogan says, well, there's a motive to this madness. We tried to do this the easy way, but no. Dixie wanted to do it the hard way. She conned me into coming here to TNA.
Conned you? She paid you like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, dude.
There was a whole press conference with Spike TV. Spike TV payrolled your contract.
She promised me the keys to the car, brother. She promised to take all my ideas to take the company to the next level, but no. Eric.
He's standing in a four-sided ring right now, and he had Val Venus beat fucking Christopher Daniels. Like, what? Everything you said happened.
Dude, the Nasty Boys were on this show for at least 3 months. What are you talking about?
Dude, holy shit. Wow. And they were feuding with the Dudley Boys, and they said, why'd they go to Japan, huh?
Fat.
To work the Tokyo Dome. Fuck you, man. Like, what?
Well, Dixie didn't want to do it the easy way, so I just took and I just grabbed everything that was promised to me, and I made it ours, brother. This is now a company of Hollywood Hogan's Immortals, brother. Immortals. This is what he says here.
This stinking, stupid fucking company broke my damn back, brother.
I had to get many surgeries and tattoos, dude, to cover up the stench of this company, brother.
Dr. Pepper said, why you got so much gaga on your back, dude? And I said, because I have to come over and change the game, brother.
Dr. Pepper told me I got a case of conditis, brother.
So I got a second hearing, brother, from Dr. Thunder. And he said, I'm good, dude. I'm immortal, brother.
And he gave me this Immortal crunch, dude. Hogan says, with us at the helm, this company's going to live forever. I mean, it doesn't die.
Well, I'm sure, I guess, you know what?
Spiritually.
Yeah, I mean, it died spiritually. Rest in peace earlier this year in 2010. So
yeah, that's fair. So Bischoff says, that's got a hell of a ring to a partner. Now Hogan is on his cell phone staring down at the screen laughing.
Oh, that was his cell phone. I thought he broke out his Tamagotchi. Checks on his little dude brother. He's good, dude.
Gotta feed this a little immortal cat, dude.
Check out this little guy.
Hey, yeah, Bishop, this thing's gonna live forever.
That looks cool. We should have him go over Christopher Daniels, dude. Fuck that guy, brother. He tried to have a Fu Manchu. Fuck that guy, dude.
Who else can we bring in to beat him? Where's Chris? He says off mic, where's Christopher Daniels? He's gonna lose a handicap match tonight.
Holy shit. Who else in this fucking company's got a Fu Manchu, dude? Bring him out here right now. You
better not let Hernandez ever get one of those, dude. Bischoff says this isn't as much of a hostile takeover as it is a work of art, and most people didn't see it coming, and most people in this company were like a deer in headlights. So how about we walk them through our master plan? And that's when I knew I was in for an egregious amount of fucking talking, because I thought they were just gonna lay it all out here, but I forgot. Oh, they gotta fucking bring, like, the whole team isn't out here, so now I gotta fucking deal with this over and over again.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they have to explain it. I mean, they've been building this up forever, right? Like, this has been an on-screen TV thing for weeks and weeks and weeks. They sold a big pay-per-view on it.
Sure.
Right? The least they can do is explain it.
Sure. But did they have to take this long?
Well, they added some more parts here.
Dude, okay,
towards the
you're
end.
right.
I don't know
Fucking
what's
hell.
going on.
So Bischoff says, welcome to the ring, a member of Team Hogan, Abyss. And Hogan goes, yeah! Raises his arms up. So Abyss comes out here with Janice, which is his 2x4 with nails in it. And Abyss gets in the ring and Hogan goes, my son! My son! What?
Yeah, that's right.
He's now Kevin Sullivan? What the fuck? You can't be Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan tried to kill you.
Time comes for us all.
Abyss says for Monty prophesized on 10-10-10 that they were to arrive to take control, and then no one believed me. Well, believe this. Oh, we are in control of TNA. Then he looks at Hogan and he says, I am your soldier and I follow your orders and I will destroy anything or anyone who stands in our way. And I was like, oh.
So Bischoff like explains what happened, like the whole gimmick. So Hogan gave his Hall of Fame ring to Abyss.
Yes.
And then Abyss turned on Hogan. And Bischoff said that didn't make any sense. Or did it? See, RTV was shitty on purpose to work you fucking marks. And it worked. Because look at us now.
Hey, stop turning out. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get back here and take this. Take this beating. Get back here. Hogan takes the mic and he says, my son, my son, it is your destiny. And now you are mine. What? You will live forever because you are Immortal Abyss. Immortal Abyss? That's like his
First
brood
name
edge. Yeah. And Abyss says, yes, sir, Hulk. Oh, I hate you. I hate you and I've always hated you. What the fuck?
Wow, I mean, it takes a special kind of brain to see Abyss and go, yeah, man, that guy should be with Hulk Hogan.
Like, Bischoff says we couldn't have done it without another individual that I have come to know and love as one of us. Again, if I'm not mistaken, this is after Bischoff had tormented Jeff Jarrett for months and made him like change in a fucking trailer outside and just made him a janitor and kicked his ass.
That's right.
This was also a part of the plan?
Our TV was shitty on purpose, brother, and we worked you, dude.
Hey, come back. Hey, where you going? Bischoff says we didn't always see eye to eye, but it didn't take long for us to figure out that this individual is cut from the same cloth. And he is also a guy that knew where all the bodies were buried.
Dude, that's where I was like, wait, who's coming out?
That could be Shane McMahon. You're like, who is this? Without further ado, the founder of TNA and a man that I have ultimate respect for, Double J Jeff Jarrett. So Jeff Jarrett comes out to my world. His shirt is awesome, by the way. Did you see this shirt? The skeleton holding the guitar.
Yeah, I did see it, yeah.
Yeah, that shirt kicks ass. Jarrett comes out, and Mike Tenay on commentary talks about how he watched Jarrett work hand in hand with Dixie Carter for the past 8 years to make this organization a success. Well, some things, I guess, just are not meant to last, huh?
Joe's gonna kill you. That's all the crowd was chanting the whole time.
Joe's at the beach.
He'll be here. Give him a minute.
Right, yeah, fair enough. So Jarrett gets in the ring and he hugs Hogan, and Hogan goes, ha ha ha. And I write, wow,
my son.
This is my son. You are now Immortal Jarrett.
First name Immortal.
They're all related by first name.
Everyone gets to be first name Immortal, but there's a little too many Christophers in the company. So Daniels, go ahead and drop that, buddy.
And shave your mustache.
Why don't you come out here and you just get railed by all of us? Immortal's gonna run a train on you, bitch. You don't get to be in Fortune either. Fuck you.
And we're all gonna do leg drops.
Why was he not in Fortune 4?
You're right. So I'm pretty sure he signs to ROH like this year, right?
That is
he might be he's like actually gone.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. They were just like, fuck you, get out of here. Here's all the biggest and best TNA guys of all time. And it's like AJ, Kaz, Beer Money, Matt Morgan.
Well, you know, that's Immortal Morgan, dude.
Wow.
So Jarrett says, do you know what it felt like to me personally that Dixie Carter took a company that I started and founded right out from underneath my nose, and she used daddy's money. Yeah, she used daddy's money to run me right out of my office. And it's been a pleasure to work with Eric Bischoff. It's been a joy to work with the Immortal One Hulk Hogan, because we gave the entire Carter family exactly what they deserved. And now everyone has to play by the new rules. And those new rules are dictated by the new regime.
There's too much gaga in this fucking company.
We still haven't figured out the name either here, James. Team Hogan, Immortal, new regime. We're kind of still bouncing some stuff around here to try to figure out what this group is called. So he says that, and then Fortune's music hits. You know, the guys in the ring sell to the stage, and there's just kind of silence, because I don't know if this is like a new version of Fortune's theme or something, but it didn't really get much of a reaction. And Taz on commentary says, whoa, Fortune? I don't get this, Mike.
This is the most insane music of all time that hits. Walks Fortune 4, Fortune. There's 7 people that walk out here.
Well, you know, the 4 horsemen had 1 billion people, so I guess that's fine. They're going by
4 horsemen were 4 and JJ Dillon.
Well, come on, this is 4 guys. Here's 4 of them: AJ Styles, James Storm, Bobby Roode, Kazarian, and Doug Williams, and Matt Morgan, and Ric Flair.
Did Doug Williams and Matt Morgan come from?
I was it took me so long to figure out that was Doug Williams, because I was like, because it looked like him to me, but I was like, where's British Invasion, or is that not what am I missing here? But because I don't remember Doug Williams being a part of this.
Desmond Wolfe was a part of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think he's coming back soon here too, but he's obviously not here now.
What do they just slot in Doug Williams?
We need another British guy in the group to fit the role. Yeah, all the boys come out here, and Flair gets in the ring, and he says, "I know that in your absence, you haven't probably been watching the show." Hey,
dude, we're 15 fucking minutes in already. We're 15 minutes and Fortune 4 is walking out here. 7 motherfuckers are hitting the ring 15 minutes into the show. I said, what the fuck?
That probably explains Hogan, constantly saying that the show sucks and needs to be restarted. Flair here says that Hogan doesn't watch the show.
Flair doesn't watch it either. He's spending Kerry Silkin's money at the bar.
So Flair says, you probably haven't been watching the show, but the word of mouth should have told you that this company is run by Fortune. And someone throws up the stupid Fortune hand signal that Doug Williams never figures out. Flair, he says, this show is not run by you, not run by you. And he says something that gets fucking censored here. I think at Abyss. I don't know what he called him. And not by you. And he says, Hogan, 25 years I've hated your guts, and you've hated mine, and nothing changes. And tonight, you either walk away or I walk away. Somebody, and he points behind him, right here, is prepared to die. How about you guys? I said, oh, fuck.
All right. Flair in TNA is a different beast.
He's awesome, actually.
Yeah, he's just letting it fly. Yeah, you're a bitch. And all of us, we're prepared to die for this shit.
We'll kill for this motherfucker. What are you going to do about it? Yeah. I mean, he was definitely I don't know how much he enjoyed his time in TNA or really cared about what was going on here.
Probably doesn't remember it.
That's probably true. But when he was on, when the red light's on, fucking Flair was there.
He was. I mean, you got to say he had some legendary in-ring stuff in TNA.
Yeah, he did. So Hogan fucking steps up to him and says, how about just me and you, Flair? And Flair says, oh, how about it? And he fucking starts taking his jacket off. He's going to fight. And Hogan and Flair start walking towards each other. They're going face to face. The boys are trying to hold them back. And then they hug. They hug. Immortal Flair. Immortal Flair is here. My son.
I was just thinking, like, what if Fortune 4 had more people?
I mean, it's maybe Fortune 40 is what it needs, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was 14. Thinking. And like,
yeah.
TNA will give you the answers before you even have the questions. people,
you got exactly what you wanted.
We're looking at a new regime, right? Like the new evil regime that's taken over TNA. Who should fight those guys? Maybe AJ Styles? Maybe a little beer money? No, they should join them, I think. They should join them
immediately.
And fucking kill TNA.
Why the fuck didn't they just join them at the pay-per-view? Like, what was this for?
Well, they already had a lot going on over there at the pay-per-view, so they just needed something for the next night, you know.
Oh, didn't want to overshadow the Jeff Hardy thing, I guess, too.
Yeah. And they're going to have him come out, debut his new look and all that, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, Bischoff now gets the mic again, and he says, can you believe it? 25 years in the making, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair on the same team for the same reason. The fact that Dixie Carter had the audacity to bring in some used-up garbage that she compared to Hogan and Flair, and it was a nail in your coffin, Carter. Who the fuck is he talking about? Sting and Nash?
I have no idea.
Yeah, like, who is the used Christopher Daniels?
Dude, fuck that guy.
he's been working for too fucking long, dude. He was gonna be the higher power, brother.
Bischoff starts like listing off shit. Hogan just grabs the mic and, did I mention, brother? I fucking hate Christopher Daniels. I just want to make that fucking clear.
You'll never see him here again. We got rid of him just like we're getting rid of Dixie Carter.
If there's one person in this world, brother, that is not immortal, it's Christopher fucking Daniels. I'll tell you that, dude. My doctor, Dr. Thunder and Pepper, they both said, fuck that guy. He had a Fu Manchu like me. Fuck you.
They got to cut him out for your health, dude, and I did.
Cut him out. That guy, cancer.
Oh, I will do that, Doc. No problem. Thank Doc Pepper and Thunder. So fucking Hogan is on the mic and says, it was destiny and design, but in the master plan, the greatest wrestler of all time, Ric Flair, was destined to make this plan work, brother. And Flair says, I swear to God, I'm going to get up every day loving you more than I loved anything. And Hogan looks at him and says, more than your 5 ex-wives? And Flair says, yeah, and wherever they are, they can all kiss my ass right now. Woo!
I mean, Ric Flair is so red at this point.
He's beat red.
I mean,
talking shit about his 5 ex-wives after joining the big heel group in TNA.
He is so red. AJ Styles in this era is always sunburnt. He is always sunburnt.
Well, he's got to stay on the beach with me, brother. You want a real push, dude?
Nuts, man.
So now it's time to introduce the top guy, the world champion. Bischoff says, the moment you've all been waiting for, the new regime, not the name of the group, wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for our next guest, the star of the show, the most important person in the wrestling universe. He is none other. It's Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy comes out to Another Me, which I like this song.
It's
for
what
this
you'll
era.
never be.
It works for this entrance for sure, because it's a lot, less Jeff Hardy, I guess. So Jeff is starting to come out to, the fucking purple lights here. Everything's dark. And for some reason, it cuts to a shot of Hogan in the ring fixing his hair, just throwing his hair like back with his hands. I don't know.
They turn the lights off, brother. I got to look good when they come back on, dude.
Jeff looks cool as fuck here.
Jeff Hardy?
Yes. Not Jeff Jarrett. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
my son.
Abyss?
But Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, no, Jeff does look awesome when he come out here.
Yeah, I mean, like he looks like a fucking just a scumbag. Like,
yeah, so Jeff comes out here and he's got the Eagle TNA belt,
yes,
which is awesome.
Great.
He's got his hair slicked back. He's got a blonde streak in his hair. He's got a ripped up shirt on. He's got his pants on. Like, he just looks like a scumbag. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. He actually takes us to the next level. Eventually, he starts smoking on the way to the ring.
Dude, yeah,
he always carries the belt.
The smoking was actually awesome.
Yeah, smoking was awesome. carries the belt like on his shoulder behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like he's a champion because he has to be. He's the only one that can do it. Doesn't want to be, but
yeah. I mean, and I don't think they even nearly scratched the surface of what this could have been, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I can understand why they pivoted, but
sure. I mean, you have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You absolutely have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely didn't even get a chance to touch on any of this.
No.
I would have been interested to see what would have happened. I imagine he would have been champion for a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, yeah, why not, right?
I mean, they gave him his own custom world title. There's
a chance they would have turned him back pretty quickly too, though.
They needed to face Jeff for when they went on the road for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
They could do stuff like this because the Impact Zone was going to be full regardless.
Right, that's true.
Which and maybe is also a reason that TNA struggled.
Oh, maybe because like there was no repercussions for anything in that regard.
They couldn't tell what was really over and what wasn't because it was going to be full regardless. So, but I guess it also allowed you to like really take it to the edges of creativity. Like, not that they did a lot of the time, but you could have.
Right. So Jeff is standing in the middle of the ring. The crowd's chanting, "You sold out" at him. He spits his gum at the crowd, and he looks fucking cool as shit, as we talked about. And Jeff says, "First of all, I didn't sell out. I sold in." I'm not sure
I'm
not sure that makes much sense, but that's fine. And he said, "Popularity doesn't mean a damn thing to me. I blame you. I blame the people. I blame the cheers for my pain. I blame your greed for my anger. And all the years I've destroyed myself for you for what? Herniated disc and pinched nerves? Nah, these men care about me more than that. And let me talk about RVD. I guess the whole effing show is wondering what the whole effing deal is." What, Jerry Lynn? He's not here either.
Yeah, I mean, we could get him though. I mean, EV2 came here just a minute ago.
EV2's still here, I think. I think this is still EV2 era.
They decided not to show up tonight.
Yeah, well,
they had a House of Hardcore booking or something.
If they would have joined Immortal. Or
yeah, you're probably right. It's Immortal versus ECW.
Oh, great!
ECW wants to save. ECW wants to save TNA.
It's the only place that they can still get bookings. I guess,
AJ Styles
place to work.
Fuck this place.
Fuck TNA.
I can go to ROH with Daniels. Are you shitting me?
Jeff says, "I'm the whole effing reason Abyss destroyed you, Rob. Because in order for this moment, you had to be removed." So Jeff Hardy is why Abyss tried to kill RVD with Janice, is what this says here.
I mean, that's what it is this week.
Sure. And Jeff says, "With that said, the greatness that stands before you, we are immortal and we live forever." And he stands there and he's blank staring into the hard cam. And so maybe this group is called Immortal or the New Regime. I'm not too sure just yet. And then we see on the Tron, Kevin Nash and Steve Borden are backstage watching on the monitor, and Bischoff sees this because they show it on the Tron. And Bischoff says, hey, Sting, Kevin Nash, hey guys, the party's in here.
Did that not catch you off guard? That caught me super off guard. So the boys are backstage watching the show, and the dudes on the show see that they're watching the show, and they say, hey, what are you guys watching the show for? Why don't you come on out here? You could be on the show.
It was because they don't show a shot of them like showing it on the Tron. So Bischoff just turns to the side and says, hey.
Dude, I don't recall ever seeing that. Could you imagine during a WWE match, the dudes backstage watching the match and like on the Tron, the wrestlers see that and they're like, what are you watching?
And react to it. Yeah. Hey, stop watching my match. Watch TNA. Yeah. Bischoff's like, hey, why are you guys watching TNA? This show sucks.
Yeah, like Bar Rescue's probably on, right? That was out.
Yeah. Everybody Loves Raymond definitely on at this time of night. Jersey Shore is on. They just told me that.
Oh, yeah, they said it's on at the same time.
I'm watching Jersey fucking Shore. Yeah. So they invite Nash and Sting to the ring, and Hogan says, hey, guys, let bygones be bygones, brother. Forgive and forget. There's more room at the table. This is the future. So they show Nash and Sting getting up from their seats, and they walk off screen, and I was like, oh, okay, that's probably the end here. Well, we go to commercial, and we come back from commercial, and Dixie has now arrived to the building. She's only just now showing up for this show, and she's with her husband, Serge, as well as TNA security, Murphy and Gunner.
Well, she doesn't own the company anymore. She doesn't know call time. No one told her.
Oh, sure. It's probably the same call time it's probably been for since she started there.
The New Regime said show up whenever you want, dude.
Oh! I kind of like this new regime, brother. Dixie tells Murphy that no matter what, don't leave my side. What happened? I don't know much about. I know Gunner obviously goes on to wrestle more. Does Murphy do anything?
No, he gets released first by TNA.
Okay. We're now back in the ring, and everyone's still here. There's still everybody. Half of the roster is in the ring currently, and Sting and Nash are now joining this insane amount of people in the ring. I write, how the fuck is this still going?
Dude, Kevin Nash comes out here wearing a To Right Love on Her Arm shirt, which is absolutely fucking nuts. Fresh off a Warped Tour gig. He's in his Chiodos era, big Craig Owens guy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just got a MacBook from Johnny Craig. Like, yeah, he's all about this shit. Like,
that's fucking
super
sick.
Threw me off. I was like, wow, I definitely had one of these shirts back in the day too.
I had no idea that's what that was. Wow. Listen, Nash tapped in. Bischoff says, Kevin, look, guys, I know this is a little over the top and seems like we're gloating a bit, but in all seriousness, we want you two guys on the team. We need you two guys on the team. So Nash looks at Sting and he whispers something to him and he takes the mic and Nash says, it's almost a perfect fit for me. My whole career has been about money. I really haven't cared about anyone else. Hell, I didn't even care if anyone starved or lost the roof over the top of them. I took as much as I could. And Flair is just over there like giving him such a confused look like, hey, fuck you, buddy. You should join this fucking group.
I mean, it's the most fuck you face ever, really.
Yeah, dude, he's pissed.
And he is as red as you can humanly be.
He's getting more and more mad.
He looks like a Highway 55 hot dog. Like, that's how red this dude is. It's nuts, man.
Well, Nash says the Bible says gray hair is a sign of wisdom, and with wisdom comes compassion. And those guys in the back that I would have taken every dollar from in the past, they're my friends. And it cuts to Hogan, and Hogan's shaking his head. And Nash says, this time, I'm going to pass on the money. I want nothing to do with you guys. And you want to run this company in the ground, you can do it without me. Again, another this company sucks angle where guys are trying to take over and change it, and guys that don't want anything to do with the change, so they're leaving.
There's just too much gaga.
Thankfully they got rid of all the gaga on this show, James, which means they got rid of all the matches.
There's not enough goo-goo. There's too much gaga. Can somebody fix this?
Gaga, brother.
Can somebody get the good doctor on this?
So Sting takes the mic, and this is good promo here. Sting says, when I came here 5 years ago, I didn't come for this. This is nothing that I bargained for. I came here because I love TNA. These are not just words. I love this place. There's nothing better than a fucking top babyface that just says I love fucking being here. Like, there's nothing that feels better than that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Sting was speaking from the heart. He didn't have to be in TNA.
Hell no.
But they were paying him well, and like, I mean, we saw Abel win at WWE, so
fuck, did we? Thankfully, he had the fucking AEW run, but like, god damn, that was looking like a shitty ending for a while there. Fuck. Well, Sting said this is called a no-win situation, and I'm not going to repeat history. The answer's no. So Sting and Nash leave the ring. They're out of here.
Kevin Nash said, I kind of want this company to stay around. It's like 20 minutes from my house. I don't have to show up at call.
I'm getting some money.
I'm wearing street clothes, and then I'm going to head out of here right after this segment. Don't talk to me no more. Thank you.
And I'm not really losing that often either. Not that that's pretty cool.
Me and Guy Blake are eating mahi-mahi in the parking lot. Like, and I'm going to hit the Holt ride after this. This shit's awesome. You guys can kill it if you want, but I fucking like TNA. This is sweet. There's a million people watching me, and I don't do shit. This is awesome.
You know what? That's a good fucking way to put that.
That would have been nuts if you said that. Wow.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Hogan's music hits here and not anybody else's, as Sting and Nash walk up the ramp, and Hogan's music hits, and it's like Hogan can't help himself. He's like, he looks over to Jeff, and he slowly pulls the crutch up and starts very gently playing it like a guitar. He can't stop himself.
Nash and Sting, too sweet on the ramp.
Do they? Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Damn. Well.
This opening segment went 27 minutes, 30 seconds.
And so that's that segment alone. It is more time until there's a real match. A real match.
Like, can you imagine looking at the bar at the bottom, the scrub bar, and seeing 30 minutes have passed on a show that, you only have an hour left on and like nothing has happened.
I was so confused, and even more so when more continued to not fucking happen.
So we go backstage. Pope comes up to Nash and Sting and asks, what the hell just happened?
The Pope walks up to Sting and Nash and says, whoa. We just got the ball rolling. Good guy versus bad guy, white hats, black hats, and now you're going to walk out? Somebody talk to me. And Nash says, dudes, we ain't saying for you to stay. Come with us, man. Leave this fucking place. Fuck this company. We're going to go to Raw.
Dude, I can get you a job in WWE. The Pope said,
yeah.
I was already there.
Oh. You worked for the WWE? Oh.
I was a big ECW guy. Come on.
That's fine, dude. I can get you
I was
in the
in a
Royal
game.
Rumble and do your big debut at the Rumble. I was there. I was in the Rumble already. So Pope says, me come with you? Weren't you the guy that told the Pope to never walk away from an ATM machine as long as it's kicking out cash, man? And Pope says, I'm going to take on your cause. I'm going to continue to fight the fight, even if I got to do it by myself, man. And Nash and Sting say, all right, and they dap him up and they fucking go to leave again.
On TNA Plus, was this like, it sounded like they had the largest like fan blowing into the mics here ever.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's just something in the back, like that, like there's just an industrial sized fan above the shit. Cause like this is right behind the audience, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also funny because the crowd is going fucking nuts out there. Jerry Borash must be in the ring throwing out t-shirts crazy. All right, which side wants a t-shirt? TNA. Oh,
who
that
wants to come to
side.
the back? Who wants a backstage pass? Loudiest and rowdiest.
You can meet all 20 people of Fortune 4.
Whoa! So Sting and Nash go to leave, and Dixie Carter now walks up. And Dixie says, what are you doing? You can't leave me. And Sting says, what choice did you leave us? I mean, like, how does Dixie not understand here? She signed the fucking company over, you stupid ass.
Yeah, but she has to know. I mean, like, she's probably, her brain must be going like 1,000 miles a minute.
True.
Like, what are y'all, why is everyone taking this as it is? None of this is legally binding. None of this. Like, what?
Yes, it is, dude. Fuck you. I talked to my lawyer. So Dixie says, what do you mean? And Sting says, we tried to tell you, Dixie. And Dixie looks at Sting, I don't even know what this means, and says, you're using cryptic language. You're talking in tongues. If you talked to me in plain English, I would have listened. What was fucking Sting warning her about this for months in Carney? He's Hogan. He's taking over company.
Serge probably understood everything. He's a good brother.
He's a Carney. Well, Sting says, you wouldn't believe me, Dixie. And Sting and Nash walk by her, and Dixie says, Serge, go stop them. And now fucking Hogan and Bischoff walk up and said, holy fuck, man. How I'm gonna be in a 27-minute backstage segment now. They're gonna file in all the members of Fortune and talk to Dixie.
If there's not a segment with Bischoff in it, your next question should be, where is Bischoff?
So Bischoff and Hogan walk up, and Dixie says, really? What are you doing? And Bischoff says, Dixie. And Dixie fucking swings for the fences and slaps him right in the fucking head. That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she takes the piss off his eyes.
And Dixie
says... Is that a saying?
No, I'm done with that. I haven't heard it, but it felt like I knew what you were saying.
Dude, awesome. Hell yeah.
Dixie says, you look me in the eye and you tell me you screwed me, Hogan. You are still on this company from me. Tell me. And Hogan says, let me tell you something, hotshot. Picture her as Eddie Gilbert for some reason. You want to have this conversation with me? You're going to have it in my office. So I was like, okay, we'll fucking get a goddamn Hogan office segment later in the show. All right, let's get into some fucking matches here. Well, we're back from commercial. Now we're in the office. God damn it.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Hey, dude.
I am not done talking to you.
So Bischoff is sitting at Dixie's desk with a penis in his mouth. Hogan is sitting next to him looking at his phone or his Tamagotchi, whatever it is. Oh,
that's a good little dude, brother.
He's doing a backflip, Bischoff. Check this out, dude. So Dixie says, all right, we're in your office now. Yeah, I know. What's your answer? Hey, it's me, Dixie. I'm in the office. Yeah, okay. I'm watching the show. I understand. Dixie says, tell me to my face, did you do this on purpose? Did you intentionally try to screw me? Eric, stop it, god dang it. And it pans over and Eric Bischoff is taking pictures of Hogan on his phone.
Dude, I mean, that had to be like 0.7 megapixel. I'd love to see those pictures.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is she even asking here? Did you do this on purpose? No, I just accidentally gave you the wrong contract that signs over the entire company to me. That was my bad. We can get the legal process going here soon to fix this.
2010, dude, like flipping through your phone, looking at badass pictures of Master Shake and Frylock, and they're like super pixelated. You can barely make them out. You're like, this is kick ass.
Takes me 2 to 3 minutes to load the entire thing, and it's loading from the top down.
Dixie Carter said, "What are you looking at?" You turn it around, and it's like, "What is that?" That's Meatwad.
Now's not the time.
Damn, all right.
So
sounds like you just lost your company or something.
Meatwad gets some money, see? He shows a picture.
He gets the honeys,
driving his car. Hogan says, let me tell you something, Dixie. He just can't stop himself from even not doing full Hogan promo. He just has the Hogan words. Let me tell you something, Dixie. Yes, I screwed you out of your company. Dixie says, why? Oh, shit. Hogan says, you said from day one, I'd be the happiest I'd ever been, and we'd change the wrestling business. Well, every single person I've ever worked with, when Hogan calls, we talk. When Hogan calls, they answer the phone. And time again, I tried to get you. Dixie says, you're making excuses because your ego. And Hogan says, 30 years in this business, Dixie, and you play with your computer.
30 years this biz, fuck you.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
That shit means something to me.
You're playing on your computer, dude. You're playing The Sims. You're burning babies in The Sims, Dixie. I don't got time for that.
Let me see your computer.
Hogan is claiming that he's been trying to get a hold of Dixie because he has good ideas and Dixie no-sells his phone calls. So he concocted a plan to get her to sign an illegal contract to sell the company to him.
Anytime you think you have a question that might not be able to be answered, I promise you that there is just the most convoluted answer waiting to come out of this fucking dude's mouth. I promise you.
Dixie says, I gave you that job. Don't you forget it. And Eric says, dear headlights. And Dixie says, shut up. Oh, because this is my company. And Dixie points at Bischoff and says, this is your fault. I never trusted you for a second. And Hogan says, this is my company. Get out of my office. Gunner, Murphy, I want you out of here. Wipe that stupid ego grin off your face. So Gunner and Murphy, who brought Dixie into the building, are now dragging her out of the room. She's putting up a fight. Hogan says, get this piece of trash out of my office. And Surge runs up as they're taking her out of the office. And Surge says, what's going on? And Murphy does a fucking 180 punch to Surge and decks him and says, don't be a hero. And leaves Surge laying on the floor.
Dude, Surge comes up like him and Murphy are boys, and they've been boys. Like they're drinking and shit. Like, Murphy, what's going on, dude? And Murphy turns around, get the... Damn. So JWoww has pulled up to the venue. Hey.
Dude, so the car pulls up and I'm staring. I'm said, who the fuck is that? And I realize, holy shit, it's JWoww. And she walks into the building with like a purpose. And I'm like so confused at what's going on. I didn't immediately like link it together. I said, is fucking JWoww here to join Fortune? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, she doesn't want to be a part of the Goo Goo regime anymore. She wants to be a part of the Gaga regime.
Oh shit, dude. So
Madison Rayne Town Hall. That's right. Everyone has to talk on this show. All of them. Everybody.
I legit wrote down, wow, a wrestling match. We're only over 30 minutes in because I saw Madison Rayne coming out with her own referee. And I was like, okay, we're going to have a fucking
gear
match.
On.
And gear. I said, fucking finally. But Madison Rayne immediately grabs the mic. I said, you can't fucking be serious,
this
man.
This is like, if you want to talk about this era of TNA, it literally always ends with, and then they grab the mic.
I couldn't fucking believe it. And if there's a match, someone's grabbing the mic after it, no matter what.
There's no way that everyone has something to say on the show. Like, don't you just want to accumulate some wins and go for the title?
No, I have to explain my story out of the pay-per-view.
Well, TNA also says, fuck the Knockouts title. Let's just go ahead and bury it real quick.
Yeah, I mean, this shit don't mean nothing to me, man. Like, let's get this shit all out of here real quick. So, TNA says that Bound for Glory, there was a 4-way match for Angelina Love's Knockouts title, and Tara was victorious. But Madison Rayne was in that match, and she's aligned with Tara, and she brought her back
to TNA.
Yeah, right. She brought her into TNA. She was the motorcycle helmet girl, and Madison Rayne was pissed about this. So Madison's on the fucking mic. I wrote, Madison gets on the mic. Never mind. I guess not time for a match. Madison Rayne then says, last Sunday was the biggest night in pro wrestling and the TNA's biggest pay of the year, and I had a plan. And that plan involved me becoming a 3-time Knockouts champion. Well, that obviously didn't happen because my title is around the waist of Tara right now. The same Tara who has me to thank for getting her job back in TNA. So right now, I'm demanding she come down in the ring and give me what I deserve and give me a knockout title match right now. Tara, get your ass out here right now. And that's what she does. Tara comes out.
Broken.
Eat a butt. I'm broken.
That song kicks ass.
It is a good fucking song. I have something broken.
Tony loves that song. Broken.
He does love that song. So she comes down the ring. She is Knockouts champion, has it around her waist. And Madison Rayne says, let me remind you of one thing. Oh, fucking hell. Please stop reminding me of things. Just show me a fucking video recap or something at this point. I would love a video package at any point.
Did you guys think that this thread from this angle that no one really cares about was going to go unseen? I don't think so, dude.
No way, dude. We got to pay this off. we got 6 months of angles to build here, brother. So Madison says, I'm the reason you're back in TNA right now. I signed that contract, giving me the right to wrestle in this ring. And if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have been in that match on Sunday. We know. We know.
Do you understand?
All right. So she says, you owe me, Tara. We had a deal, and you owe me. So Tara takes off the Knockouts title. She's staring down at it. She's contemplating. Then she hands it off to the ref. The ref raises the title up. And now we have a title match. The bell rings. I said, all right, surely the babyface here is going to pretend to lose and then take it all over here and beat Madison Rayne, and that's what we're going with here. Little did I know that was not the case, because Madison Rayne tells Tara to lay down. She does. Madison Rayne covers her and wins the Knockouts title.
I fucking hate TNA.
James said earlier before we were recording, this show made him wonder if he ever liked TNA. Mickey James comes out now with a mic because there's more talking that needs to be done on this program. And she says, wow, you call yourself a champion? I find that disgraceful. How dare you? How dare you make a mockery of any championship? And I told you I was going to come here and make history. And I told you I was coming for that title. And I see no better time than right now. So she's out here. She storms down to the ring. And Madison Rayne pushes Tara in the way and tells her to attack Mickey, which she does. She attacks Mickey immediately. And then fucking Mickey TNA kicks her in the gut. And she falls backwards through the middle ropes to the floor, which was impressive. I thought she was going to die doing that. And Madison Rayne powders, leaving the belt behind. And Mickey picks it up and raises it up to signal she's coming for the belt. Great. Why? I don't know, man.
I mean, this era of TNA just would not allow them to just have a good match. Like, it couldn't be Mickey James. The story couldn't have been Mickey James versus Tara with Madison Rayne getting involved, right? It just couldn't be that way. It had to be like this, where like they think that they're keeping a thread going in the story. And like they don't think twice about like, oh, maybe we shouldn't like give a big fucking fuck you to anyone that watched it Bound for Glory or gave a shit
just
leading up to it.
Waste that, yeah.
Yeah, like how easy would it have been to have Tara versus fucking Mickey James in a face versus face match, give them some time, interject Madison Rayne, do a 3-way, have her fucking win the title back in nefarious ways, give her 2 chases, and then Mickey James wins it. Like
they just fucking. How about just have Madison fucking win the match at the pay-per-view and go right into the Mickey angle out of that?
Well, I mean, like Tara, they had to get her. Like I thought, my brain went to like, oh, they want to get her away from Madison Rayne here. Or like that's how she like separates from Madison Rayne as she wins the title or something.
Well, no,
but no,
sadly,
they just go right. She's go right back to it. Yeah, I was like, all right, damn.
Yeah,
whatever. The other girls on the show don't even care about the title. They said JWoww's here.
She enjoyed Fortune. She said, I don't care about the show. Jersey Shore's on here soon.
Where the fuck's Cookie?
That's one of the big angles on the show. So after this fucking Madison Rayne thing, I wrote all caps, I still have not seen any matches 41 minutes into the show now. We are 41 minutes in. This is obviously not with commercials, so I don't know how fucking long it is with, TV time. But 41 minutes in on the TNA Plus feed of this, no actual matches.
Where the fuck is Cookie?
So we go backstage again, and the beautiful people are getting their makeup done, and JWoww walks in and says, "You know where Cookie is?"
Who let her in the locker room? Like, what?
She just walks
Come
in.
on.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let people just walk in the locker room.
Check her now.
Yeah, what the fuck? You have someone walk in the locker room and goes, "Where the fuck's Cookie?" Get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck is Cookie?
Cookie. Dude, even better, James.
No one has ever said that here.
Dude, I think they just debuted the week before. No one knows what the fuck Cookie is.
Cookie? You Becky Bayless? She's fucking back here somewhere.
Dude, JWoww says that, and Lacey Von Erich looks over because this is that era of beautiful people, and she says, "Oh my god, that's JWoww." And JWoww looks at them and says, "Oh, hey, what's up, beautiful people?" Hello, the beautiful people. Where the fuck is Cookie?
Where is Cookie? Huh?
Yeah.
Where's Christopher Daniels?
Where is Samoa Joe? Where's Samoa Joe? Where's EV2? Where are any of the members of the EV2?
Oh my god.
Yeah, JWoww says, "I'm looking for a bitch named Cookie."
Hey, what?
I heard she was talking shit about me. You heard? Like, you didn't watch the show? Somebody told you that? And Angelina says, "Oh, she's new. I don't know her that well." What? You don't know her. You either know her or you don't. JWoww walked into the fucking women's room and said, "Where's Cookie?" And the answer was, "I don't know."
Dude, JWoww pulled up in a car to the front door and said, "Where's that bitch Cookie?" Huh? Security!
Yeah, get the fuck out of our building.
Gunner Murphy!
So JWoww says she's new. Maybe we could make her this her last night here. And Velvet Sky says, "Girl, we got your back. Let's do this. Let's go find Cookie."
No.
Well, we're actually just right back. We're back from commercial. We're right back at it. The beautiful people in JWoww are looking for fucking Cookie. They're saying, "Cookie, Cookie." This is 1 million people watch this show. So they open a door and Velvet says, "Whoa." And Eric Young says, "Ladies, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, wait. And Eric Young chases him after him and he looks at JWoww and says, "Bow wow." And he takes his shirt off.
Eric Young runs up in an Affliction-style TNA shirt out of breath and goes, "Bow wow, bow wow."
He takes his shirt off and he says, "Please give me your Herbie Hancock on these jugs." He wants JWoww to sign his titties. And JWoww says, "I don't have a pen." And the beautiful people say, "You're embarrassing us and yourself." And Eric says, "Listen, all right, I've been waiting my whole life to ask you this. Am I a gorilla?" And he starts flexing. Am I a gorilla? I'll be a chimp. I can be your chimp. I'm a chimp. And JWoww says, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Yeah, you don't know who this is, but you know who fucking Cookie is? How is that possible?
EY is a staple of this fucking show.
He's here all the time. He's been here for years. He's going to win the title soon. He's got a couple years.
He's a monster.
He's about to become a monster. And you know Cookie, but not this fucking guy? So then Orlando Jordan walks up. I can't believe he's still fucking here. That's crazy. And he says, "Mrs. Wow, I'm Mr. Jordan." And Orlando Jordan says, "You look absolutely fabulous. And I would love to put my lollipop in your mouth." So he hands her a lollipop. And the girls say, "Don't do it." So she goes to do it and then drops it on the floor and it breaks. And they walk away and say that Velvet says, "You're embarrassing yourself and us." She says this again. And EY says, "Get me on Dancing with the Stars. I'll show you my moves." And Orlando Jordan, staring off into the distance, says, "Jersey Shore sucks."
They're revving up for the big Orlando Jordan and Eric Young versus the beautiful people angle.
Is that, like, these dudes are teaming, right?
I have no idea.
I assume for some reason I have a vague memory of them teaming. I don't, so I guess that's what's going on here.
You could have convinced me that we're watching TNA Reaction, by the way.
Oh my god, that'd be funny if they like filmed all this stuff and the footage of the actual show got fucked. So they said just use everything we had from Reaction.
Yeah, and TNA Reaction is actually like Amazing Red versus Low Key or something.
It's Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe for the belt. Yeah, well, you think it's time for some wrestling or what?
Absolutely fucking not. I actually thought it might be time for a Kurt Angle town hall.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I wrote, all caps, Kurt Angle is now coming to the ring in seemingly no condition to wrestle because of course not. We're 45 minutes into the show.
I wrote, we are never going to see an actual fucking wrestling match on this show.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude.
How is this fucking possible? How, like, not one person said, hey, we should fucking, like, probably have a match here. This is a lot.
Yeah, Kurt Angle comes out here, top guy, by the way. Kurt Angle comes out here, hasn't lost in 6 months, by the way. Kurt Angle comes out here.
Guy.
He was number one. They had I don't know if you remember in 2010, they had like the top rankings, top 10 rankings or whatever.
Yes.
Kurt Angle's whole gimmick was I need to get to number one and win the world title. Didn't lose for 6 months. So Kurt Angle's here, hurt, no music, no Tron, walks out here, disheveled. All right.
He's ass kicked and he's beat. And he says, I came to the Impact Zone a little late tonight, obviously uninvited, before I officially make my statement of retirement. And I said, oh my God, okay. And the crowd boos this, and Kurt says, listen, first I'd like to get a few things on my chest. I'm a man of my word, and I just want to say for the past 6 months, I busted my ass, and at Bound for Glory, I gave everything I had. I dislocated my ribs. I re-injured my neck. And he says, I re-injured my neck, and someone from the crowd yells, walk it off. And the crowd laughs.
Kurt looks at him.
Yeah, he gives him a shitty look. Kurt says, what I want to know is why Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff screwed me at Bound for Glory. I don't expect you guys to come out here, but if I'm going to state my retirement, I need some answers.
He did not get pinned at Bound for Glory, by the way.
And that's his whole argument here is I didn't win the title at Bound for Glory, but I didn't necessarily get pinned either. So what I'm trying to say is, Hogan and Bischoff, I'm in a dilemma right now. Bree-woo, bree-woo. It's if you're not going to get Eric Bischoff, well, you're going to get your ass some Jeff Jarrett on this fucking show. Jeff Jarrett comes out here, my world, and he says, Kurt, just what kind of dilemma is there here? It's real simple. You said if you didn't win the title that you wouldn't wrestle anymore. You didn't win the title, so I guess you shouldn't wrestle anymore. I mean, that's hard to fucking argue. I guess that's right.
There it is, the facts.
Yeah. He said, I never heard the words coming to your mouth that if you didn't get pinned or if you got screwed. Am I hearing that you're out here, of all people, making excuses? Kurt Angle, the father, the husband, well, the ex-husband. Kurt says, now, how did I make your life a living hell? Why? By putting TNA on the map? I did that. Is that it? Or is it the fact that after I came in, it wasn't all about you anymore? How many TNA World titles did you win before I came here? 12? 2 dozen? You held everybody down here in TNA at your own expense, but you couldn't hold down Kurt Angle. Is that what this is about? I mean, real shit.
Jeff says, have you seen Cookie?
I'm out here to ask the real question. You see Cookie?
JWoww's back there looking for Cookie.
Oh, JWoww. Oh, I got to get her fucking autograph on my jugs. Jeff says, shut your mouth, Kurt. This has absolutely nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with taking back what was mine. And I sold my soul to the devil because destroying your career was more important than destroying your life. And I've taken everything from you, and taking your career was the final nail in your freaking coffin. I said, oh, wow, they're getting pretty fucking crazy here. So Kurt drops the mic. And he gets out of the ring to go fight Jarrett. He's holding his ribs. He's obviously not in the right state of mind, but I guess when was Kurt Angle in the right state of mind? He's going up the ramp to fight Jarrett. Jarrett rips his fucking shirt off. He looks fucking good, by the way. He's in good fucking shape still here. And then Murphy and Gunner attack Kurt from behind, and they handcuff him. The TNA security attack the top guy and handcuff him. And then Jeff Jarrett runs down and stomps him out on the ramp.
Dude, that is nuts. He forgot he was security, just gloms him and then stomps him out. Hey.
Yeah, just kicks his fucking ass. So Gunner and Murphy hold Kurt handcuffed up as Jarrett's throwing punches at him. And Jarrett drags Kurt around the side ramp. And he fucking throws him head first into the stage. It made a disgusting sound.
It did, yeah. I mean, Kurt's neck was a big part of this angle.
Sure.
And they're really going to send it all the way through, so...
Yeah, man. I mean, they're milking this fucking crazy. He throws him headfirst in the wall. He takes that shit full brunt. And Jarrett for a moment looks concerned, and he's trying to hold off Murphy and Gunner for a moment before he rushes back in and starts attacking Kurt Angle once again. He's fucking punching him in the head and shit. So much so that Taz gets off commentary. Please remember this for later. Taz gets off of commentary and confronts Jarrett and says, "Enough. Get your ass to the back. He's got a fucked up neck."
I actually like that a lot. Like, it happened right under commentary, so he just fucking got up and said, "All right, enough of this shit."
Yeah. And Taz, also a fucked up neck guy, and he's got a history with Kurt, so that's cool. And he says, "He's got a fucked up neck. It's got nothing to do with me. You went too far." And Jarrett stands there and he fucking tells Murphy and Gunner, "Let's get out of here." And staff and security are there checking on Kurt, and Kurt's fucked. I mean, Kurt is fucked up. He's laying there fucking beat to shit. But again, I have not seen any matches on this fucking show, so it's hard for me to really care about anything because I'm sick of fucking people talking.
You sure?
I'm fucking sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
I mean, Jarrett, Gunner, Murphy. I mean, this is the future of TNA, man. You got to let them stand tall at the end of this segment.
Jarrett always had a goddamn security team with him, right? Red shirt security. Now the goddamn Gunner and Murphy.
Yeah, the Bruise Brothers. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's right.
Jarrett, Gunner, and Murphy, JWoww, Cookie.
Orlando, Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
All
TNA
members
tonight.
of Fortune.
So we go to a pre-tape. Samoa Joe is at Daytona Beach on the boardwalk, walking.
I was so confused at first because I thought this was like now, but it said this was filmed on Monday, but
like the day of the I thought it was the day of the pay-per-view. Was it? It was a Monday.
It was the day after the pay-per-view.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
sure.
So this is the day after the pay-per-view. Samoa Joe is at Daytona Beach and he's chilling, I guess. He's just, when you have a shitty night of the pay-per-view and everything goes wrong, you go to celebrate it at the fucking beach. And I was like, okay, they just needed a word from Samoa Joe on the show. It's more talking. Fuck. Okay, whatever. So he's but this doesn't really feel like this. Felt like Carlito's debut promo, like hype video. Like this, I wasn't really like scared of what was going on here. Joe looked good, and he's on the beach. Like how intimidating can this be?
Yeah, I actually like this though. Joe did a good job with.
I mean, it's a good promo for sure. I just thought the scenery was weird.
He should have been at one of the bars on the boardwalk drinking.
Yeah, and glassed somebody and fucking killed them. So Joe says, "It's a rarity I make mistakes, and let's face it, Jeff, on TNA's biggest night, I made the biggest mistake in the world, and I trusted you. And you needed someone to watch your back and fight your fight, and after a little bit of dealing, you found that person. And Jeff, make no mistake, you chose me for a reason. Now you can go home every night falling asleep knowing that man is looking for you." I said, "Oh, fuck, that's awesome. Well, I imagine, Joe will fucking be back next week to fucking kick some fucking ass." Well, I was wrong. I was wrong
He'll
about
be back
this,
here
actually.
in a few minutes.
He'll be here after the break. Yeah, it's time for a match. 53 minutes in.
So we get Abyss versus Samoa Joe up next.
Holy fuck. Holy
match.
fucking shit.
So Abyss is here. He gets into the ring. Samoa Joe comes out, walks straight to the ring, and just starts punching the shit out of Abyss.
Okay, dude. So, he immediately fucking gets on top of him. I was like, oh, that's good, because why the fuck wouldn't he? But I had to go back, because I was like, wait, was Joe not just at the beach? What the fuck is he doing here? And that's when I realized it was on Monday that was filmed. So why the fuck, Joe? I mean, you got all this talk and just have Joe do a backstage before this match. Why is this happening? Show me a video from after the pay-per-view.
They said this shit's kind of clean. I got to show this.
Yeah, he did a good job. I guess we got to use it. Oh, we still got to wrestle too. So, also, okay, TNA on commentary says, well, now that the Hogan and Bischoff regime is now in charge, and Taz says, hey, Mike, have some respect. They're immortal. Taz, were you not just fucking yelling at Jeff Jarrett?
I mean,
logistics
are logistics. He's a commentator, too.
Yeah, I guess you got to call them what they are. We got to get this name over, dude.
So, Joe punches Abyss into the corner. He hits the no-look NZ. Face wash, looks for the boot. Abyss sees it coming, gets up, but Joe hits the ropes and hits a Gamangiri and a senton here. I mean, these guys have faced before, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Abyss then hits a choke slam on Samoa Joe here.
Out of nowhere.
Abyss goes to the outside and grabs a chair, tells SoCal Val to beat it, and turns around to the ring, and Joe hits a suicide forearm here. Look fantastic.
Dude, he blitzes him with this fucking thing. Like, yeah, I actually thought Joe got hurt on it, like, because he was just fucking selling his hand pretty well after it. But yeah, suicide forearm is awesome.
So Joe goes over to Abyss, over in the corner, and Abyss grabs the ring bell and then hits Joe with it and gets disqualified.
God! Damn it! How long was this? 3 minutes?
It couldn't even have been 3 minutes.
God, I was like, fucking goddamn it. Like, no, okay. Was I really looking forward to goddamn this era of Abyss taking on Joe that doesn't really fucking want to be here? No, but it was still something. I know these guys have a good match in them, but they fucking, it's done. Joe hits all the classics and then he gets hit with a ring bell and he's bleeding now. Fuck you.
So, yeah, Joe's cut open on his eyebrow, and Abyss is targeting that thing, and
he's juicing.
Yeah, he beats him down, and so Joe does this great pre-tape here where, he says that, Joe or Jarrett chose him for a reason.
Oh, my God.
Now he's going to show you why you would choose a guy like Samoa Joe. So, anyways, he gets his ass fucking kicked by Abyss.
Oh, my God.
And Rob Van Dam has to make the save for him. What the
Even more so than why they play that fucking promo.
Yeah, so RVD makes a save. Abyss. Dude, RVD makes a save while the theme song is Van Dam.
Dude, yeah, they needed to hit this song for his run-in, I guess. Yeah. Van Assassinator. So
Abyss powders to the outside. He flips Janice. The damn thing almost flips into the crowd.
Dude, he definitely nearly dropped it on a fucking person in the front row. I thought that was nuts.
And he grabs it. Then Joe gets some help from some of the TNA officials. They give him a towel. He pushes him off. He's pissed. He's always pissed. Joe loses. He's pissed. I mean, you could put this in a circle forever. This is TNA's booking of Joe all the time.
And he stares down with RVD. I guess, they have unfinished business. But Joe leaves and RVD grabs a mic. God damn it. Why? Like you said, everything has to end with somebody grabs a mic.
I mean, somebody's got to talk, right? Yeah, I wrote down here, another town hall. You got to be fucking kidding me.
Dude, the whole fucking town. RVD, he says, whoa, Jeff Hardy, come on out. God, this promo sucks. He says, Jeff Hardy, come on out here and let's take care of this. No need to wait any longer. You owe me and your fans an explanation. All right, well, Jeff already talked at the top of the show. A lot of people talked at the top of the show. They explained everything at the beginning of this fucking show. But whatever. Okay, maybe RVD wants more of an explanation. Fine. You owe your fans an explanation and me. Well, anyway, but tonight we're not worried about that. We're moving past that. What the fuck are you fucking talking about, RV fucking D? You make up your mind. What do you want? Why are you holding this fucking microphone then?
Whoa, the mic? What? Dude,
whoa, what mic?
Dude, I love this. He's like talking to the mic. He's like, Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy comes on the Tron and just starts fucking talking. He just starts fucking talking. This is the most pre-taped video. It's like they trolled RVD and told him he was going to be like talking back and forth to him in this thing. Yes. And then Jeff said, anyways, I'm the Antichrist of wrestling.
Dude,
shut up.
They definitely told RVD that, like, you have to say something about friendship here. The promo Jeff is cutting mentions friendship. You have to say something about friendship. So RVD says, you had my trust, you had my respect, you had my full support. And then Jeff shows up on the Tron. And, I respected you.
and friendship.
I said, holy fuck, what a fucking disaster. Dude, fuck. Yeah, RVD fucking says all that. Jeff Hardy's the first words Jeff says is friendship. What is friendship? Hey, nobody said that. What the fuck are you talking about? Jeff says in this business, and he's doing a weird voice. I can't really do the voice he was doing. It's kind of like what Matt Hardy ends up doing, I guess, but like way more toned down. He's definitely trying to put on like a weird, spooky accent. And Jeff says in this business, it's nothing more than an illusion, friendship. You draw your competitors as close as you possibly can, and you devour them, just like I devoured you, Rob. And my words are biblical. some are referring to me as the new Antichrist of pro wrestling. And the screen is getting like fucking weird because he's got spooky powers now or something. I'm not sure. This is not supposed to be a pre-tape, so I'm not really sure what I was supposed to take away from the screen effects. Also, who is fucking calling him that?
Everybody.
It's like it was my buddy Jericho made fun of this forever when Kofi Kingston one time he came out and Michael Cole said the WWE universe has been calling him the Wildcat lately. It never ever got thrown up again. Jeff says, "Rob, you want me? Well, don't they all?" And then it cuts to it gets all fucked up the screen. He's like fucking whited out, and it cuts to RVD looking very confused at the Tron. He's just dumbfounded. And then even more so when Eric fucking Bischoff's music fucking hits.
Dude. Maybe a couple people in the crowd were thinking, I ain't seen Bischoff in a minute.
I mean,
And
what do you think he's up to?
Backstage, I think they need me out there right now, dude.
The ratings show that when Bischoff's on, there's an increase. Put Bischoff on as much as possible and explain everything except the matches that are on the show. Explain the matches for the pay-per-view.
I wrote down here, I'm about to fucking lose it. Like, Bischoff walks on the screen, I'm just like, no way. No way.
How is this fucking possible?
I've seen this guy way too much.
Dude, Bischoff comes out. And he has a fucking microphone. And he says, I have a solution, RVD. I'll tell you what. You want a shot at Jeff Hardy and the world title at Turning Point? When the fuck did he say that?
When the fuck was I supposed to know Turning Point's coming up?
When did RVD imply at all that he wanted a shot at the world title? I'm sure he does.
It was on the sheet.
He just was. Yeah, Rob just didn't read any of the fuck. He sent him the promo and he didn't read it. That sucks when that happens.
Bischoff says, "You want to face Jeff Hardy at Turning Point?" And RVD said, "Friendship."
Whoa, that's right.
I don't want to face Jeff Hardy at Turning Point, Eric. I want to go back to the WWE.
So, what'd you say, Rob?
I said I want to go back to the WWE.
No, stop. Cut that
the
out.
other thing, friendship.
No, Rob.
Cookie. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Oh, that's fun.
Whoa.
Whoa,
I'm on the Tron behind you.
Whoa, I see me. That looks crazy. Play my music.
The Terminator.
All right, anyway, Rob, if you beat Mr. Anderson tonight, you get a shot at Jeff Hardy. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
For what?
How it's I want to face Jeff Hardy, not Mr. Anderson.
I don't know what the hell's Turning Point. Is that like soon? So RVD says, fine, Eric, you got it. Get Mr. Anderson out. By the way, sorry. Bischoff specifically says that you will face Mr. Anderson tonight in the main event, and the winner gets a shot at Jeff Hardy. So RVD says, that's fine. Get Mr. Anderson out here, and then I'll kick Jeff Hardy's ass.
No, like later.
No, Rob.
Turning Point's in like 3 weeks.
Bring Mr. Anderson out here, and I'll kick Jeff Hardy's ass.
Man, Terminator.
I don't think RVD was supposed to reply here because Bischoff says, settle down, big boy. You got your work cut out for you tonight. And then it plays like the TNA like theme song over it. So they were like not prepared. They didn't know how to end this segment.
So we go backstage. Eric Bischoff is here.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
How are you always here?
Dude, go away. Go away.
Eric Bischoff is here with Miss Tesmacher.
Miss Tesmacher and him have been like a thing on TV for a minute here, right? I think they've already been.
Yes.
That's been established. She's his assistant or whatever. So Miss Tesmacher says, there's something I could do for you? And then Bischoff says, there's a lot you can do for me. Maybe after the show we can get together at my place and have a cocktail and see what comes up. And she says, ooh.
The relationship seems pretty nice. Yeah, like everything seems pretty all right. Yeah.
And Bischoff says, it's that easy, isn't it? And Miss Tesmacher says, what do you mean? And Bischoff says, you. It's just that easy, isn't it? She says, no. What are you talking about? And Bischoff says, you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Let me tell you how easy you are. I'm sure Kevin Nash and Pope know how easy you are. I said, what? Is that like a thing on the screen? They fuck this girl? And he said, see, you just can't keep your mouth shut and your legs closed, can you? You know what you almost cost me by talking to those two guys? You know what you almost cost me? I guess there must have been a segment where she told them this. I don't know what this was.
Nobody would really
explain it. Yeah. And Bischoff says, you didn't think. And because you're not thinking with your head, me, we're done. Can't trust you. Don't want you around. You want to be in TNA? It's time to bury the knockouts some more here, James. You want to be in TNA? You got one option, bitch. I said, what the fuck?
Dude, I mean, this whole segment felt like super out of place. I was just very confused on what's going on.
This is a weird Vince McMahon segment.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, you're right.
Like, this is super that. I don't know if that's what Bischoff was trying to channel here, but, like, this is a super weird that kind of thing where, like, he's just demoralizing anyone and humiliating anyone. Humiliating. You gotta humiliate him. Find some boots, put on some tights, and go sling your ass around with the TNA knockouts because that's all you're good for. Now, what the fuck does that mean?
Now, I just want to remind everybody that this is one of the most, like, coveted women's divisions in the world up to this point.
Yeah, especially in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Just go hang out with the knockouts, whatever. That's all you're good for.
Knockouts and X Division, super coveted before
yes.
Hogan and Bischoff came around.
Well,
not so much after.
Oh, well, you wanted some Gaga on the show, dude?
I thought you wanted Goo Goo.
So Bischoff says, now you and your 38 double Ds get out of my sight. I'm done with you. Well, that's very specific.
Well, Mr. Anderson then walks up and says,
and Bischoff turns around and Anderson says, hi, hey, and he grabs his hand. And
that's
Anderson
crazy. First off, Mr. Anderson walks up and goes, and Bischoff goes, oh, hey.
Anderson says, I never thought in a million years I'd meet a bigger asshole. Nah, you're more like a douchebag than me, but you proved me wrong. And he's squeezing Bischoff's hand, and Bischoff winces. So is he saying that he never thought he'd meet a bigger douchebag than him, right?
Yes.
An asshole, right. And Anderson says, just so you know, you ain't going to win this war. And he walks off, and Bischoff calls him he says, son of a bitch. Because, of course, we needed more Bischoff on this show. This, I don't know, like, Miss Tesmacher, obviously a big plot line here coming here soon.
Dude, this is such an exhausting show.
Okay, this next thing, James, completely confused me. Didn't understand, like, I get it, but, like, not one of these Bischoff segments, they could have fucking said that this was happening.
So now it's time for the Pope versus Douglas Williams, Beer Money, Kazarian, and AJ Styles in a 5-on-1 handicap match.
You might know these 5 men as Fortune 4.
And there's even more people out there.
There is more people because Jeremy Borash introduces Matt Morgan as being a part of this match. I thought this was 6-on-1 at first, but Matt Morgan is not a part of this match. He's out here in a suit. They must have just got confused, which is completely understandable because none of this makes fucking any sense.
Probably should have announced Eric Bischoff. I expected him to be out here.
Yeah, don't worry, he's coming.
Well, AJ's the Legends champion currently.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. See, I forgot where in the lineage that title is because that has a rebranding a lot.
It does. So there's 5 people on this fucking team.
There's 5 of them. Jesus.
What the fuck just happened?
Doug Williams. I thought he was dead.
So Pope is here. Pope bumps around Doug Williams. Then he bumps around Kazarian. Like, I'm sure these guys also said, okay. Like, when they saw this on the sheet, they were probably like, okay, all right, we'll just bump around for you.
Sure.
AJ comes in, and these guys, I mean, AJ's bumping. They're all bumping and selling their asses off for Pope, which is nice here. I mean, you got to get the babyface over a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Matt Morgan then hits the carbon footprint on Pope on the outside.
Floor. Yeah.
And Ric Flair starts stomping him out, too.
Yeah, because Pope went out and punched Flair in the head, and they got hit with carbon footprint, and then, yeah, Flair stomped him out. They sent him back in. And then AJ covers Pope and pulls him up at 2, which means he was going to win.
I love that Earl Hebner was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Stop disrespecting him, man. Just pin him.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is good.
So Taz gets pissed off that Mike Tenay is talking too much.
Yeah, Dude, today is like explaining like the bullshit that's going on in the ring. He's trying to keep up with the action and the tags and all. And Taz says, I'd like to get one word in. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here with a headset on too.
And then Beer Money come in and they beat him up and they go, Beer Money! And the crowd goes, yeah!
Some of them yell sucks, but like it's mostly a positive reaction.
Dude, before they yelled the sucks part, they were all in on.
They were super in on
Money.
Yes.
Yeah, which is not good.
No, I never understood that. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, love Beer Money, and I'm sure maybe they thought it was like a thing that they would do that would get booed because it's obnoxious. But like, we're too deep into that now. You guys are awesome, and we're cheering for you.
Yeah, you don't want to do beer and then go to do money and give them the fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
So Kazarian holds Pope for AJ to hit the flying forearm, but Pope gets out of the way. AJ lands and then Pele's Kazarian by accident.
Oh.
Beer Money then hit the DWI, drinking while investing. And
yeah.
Beer Money. Yeah.
They won. Fuck the Pope.
Yeah, so Pope loses and we're out of here.
Maybe you think that's what they were thinking. This was super NWO. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter if the crowd cheers these guys. Like, this is like a Shades of Grey era.
I mean, it's always Shades of Grey.
Yeah, it's fucking Shades of Brown, Dookie.
Dude, so 5-on-1 and the Pope, like, there's nothing to talk about here. Pope just got destroyed.
He got one near fall, and then one near fall after he already had lost the match, and AJ didn't let it end. And then
we watched a match where like fucking Beer Money lost to like Jay Lethal or something in a 2-on-1 handicap. Yeah, the baby
and they did pretty well there.
Pump around for him, do something dumb. Babyface escapes. You can get your heat back afterwards.
I completely expected a DQ here.
I mean, I didn't expect. I mean, 2-on-1 is one thing.
Your expectations are in the ground.
I didn't even expect a match.
Yeah, sure.
By this point, I'm just whatever. This is just a talking show.
Yeah, dude. Pope loses. They get in the ring. All of them, all 7 members of Fortune 4 get in the ring and stomp out the Pope. And then nobody comes to help him. And then that's the end of that.
Sting and fucking Nash left.
There's no other faces.
Where's the entire X Division?
Yeah, Eric Young was in the back. I saw him.
Yeah, him and Orlando Jordan were back there.
Yeah, I saw them back. They were too busy waiting for the JWoww segment instead, looking for Cookie.
Yeah, Cookie was here. The camera guy found Cookie.
Yeah, Doug Williams, they all do the fortune taunt, and Doug Williams can't figure out. He's just putting up random fingers.
Dude, I mean, it's always the same one down.
Yeah,
it's always the same one down.
It's different in England. Fuck you, man.
So Robbie and Cookie are on the way to the ring. Glad
Great,
they
we
could
needed
find
to see
it.
that. Needed to fucking see them walking through the backstage as well as JWoww.
JWoww,
hype this one up.
Dude, I mean, this is nuts because we just saw 2 B-rolls of 50 people walk into the ring, and it's for a town hall.
Yeah, dude.
It's not a match.
It's not for a match, yeah. God damn.
All right, well, now it's time for the Robbie E and Cookie town hall.
Oh, the shore. Dude, great theme. Great fucking theme. Great gimmick. I love this.
Yo, Cooks.
Dude, bro. Yeah, Robbie says, bro, Cooks, you want to hear something crazy, my dude? The crowd is chanting, who are you? Oh, don't worry. You're going to fucking know Robbie E for a fucking few years here, everybody.
For a while. Yeah.
He's
about to be the
staple.
goddamn tag team champion, legend champion. I mean, he's going to touch some titles around here.
Robbie says, right now, we're on at the same time as the Jersey Shore, bro. And I just want to say sorry. Because after we debuted last week, nobody wants to watch you fake punks. As far as I'm concerned, Jersey Shore is done, my dude. Hold on, what do you say, dude? Is that fucking Christopher Daniels? Is the prophecy out there, brother? I'm going to go out there and fucking handle this. So, Cookie.
Seriously, broski.
They Jersey Shore posers, they're done for. No more of that disgraced Snooki, no more situation, and no more of that skank J Cal.
Dude, her cadence is so fucking nuts. Oh
it's
my
insane.
God.
It's
the
like,
most Valley accent ever. Like,
I
it
know.
is so so crazy.
I'm actually surprised they don't keep that, because how long is she with him? I feel like it's not long.
No, I don't feel like it's too long because he starts doing his own thing, and the list is something legendary, bro.
The list is, I mean,
So Cookie wants JWoww to come out here. So
JWoww,
JWoww, whatever. She comes out here. She comes out here with the beautiful people. She has her own Tron.
Dude, and music? They don't come with beautiful people music. She has her own theme song. And Taz, then for 20 seconds on commentary, as JWoww is coming out, is trying to figure out the color of her hair. Oh, is she like a strawberry blonde or something? Or a brunette? She might be a redhead or something, brother. And then she gets into the ring, and Taz says, "Let the pigeons loose." He said it. We heard it. I can't believe it. We fucking heard it. It was not fake. It was not fake.
I can't believe it.
Dude, I was like so excited. I was like, wow, we've watched so many Taz era TNAs and did not hear "Let the Pigeons Loose," and we weren't fucking making it up.
This is what it's all about.
God fucking bless. So fucking JWoww gets in Cookie's face, Cookie, and Taz says they can't get face to face. There's no room. That was a joke about their breasts, of course. And Cookie says, "Look who decided to show up. It's that Jersey Street poser, JWoww. And I know you're a little bit slow, so listen real close. Take your fake-ass weave, your fake-ass nails, and your very fake dollar store fun bags," and JWoww starts playing with her titties, "and go crawl back in the hole you came out of. This is our house, bitch." And she slaps JWoww. And then JWoww judo trips her and fucking starts kicking her ass. She's slamming her head repeatedly off the apron, like the back of her head. I said, holy fuck, she's really gonna hurt her here.
This is a legendary TNA segment.
Yes.
This is our house, bitch. I mean, that line is that's
replayed many times on the YouTube IWC for a while.
I mean, this is what it's all about, people.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, JWoww was kicking her fucking ass, though. She was smashing her head in the fucking apron, which goes on for a while until the beautiful people pull JWoww off a Cookie. They kick her out of the ring, then they celebrate with her. Robbie carries Cookie out, and TNA on commentary says, "Hey, my dude, JWoww just left her mark on TNA." And Taz says, "Broski."
There it is.
Don't worry, we need a little bit less talk, a little bit more not wrestling here for a second, because we go backstage and Mr. Anderson is getting ready in the back, surrounded by a bunch of 20-pound weights.
Yeah, just the 20s. He was doing lat raises,
but there was like 8 of them. Was he picking up a bunch of them at once?
On the live TV one, there was TNA Live's dates, little segment. Will you be there the next time TNA Wrestling makes history? No, these are house shows.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's 3 minutes left on the actual show here on the version I watched.
Holy shit.
I was saying to myself, how the hell are they going to pull this off?
Yeah, really.
It's time for the main event here. Mr. Anderson versus Rob Van Dam. I assume Mr. Anderson didn't even do the mic thing because there was just no time to do it.
Oh, you know what? That would probably make a lot of sense. I thought it was just to show like how he was like locked in, but yeah, they probably said, "Hey, you got to get to the fucking ring as soon as possible," because he's the only entrance, into this. Like, does RVD get his entrance? He does, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but like the mic is hanging there when Mr. Anderson comes down. He slaps it out of the way and heads right to the ring. And Mike Tenay says, "When we're back from commercial, the opening bell," and that's what happens.
RVD doesn't take his shirt off for this whole number one contenders match.
That's when I was like, wow, I can't believe how much time I wasted tonight.
So RVD hits a spin kick and takes Anderson to the corner. Anderson fights out, but RVD gets him back to the corner, hits a monkey flip and a spin kick.
This is where I wrote RVD wrestling in the shirt. Oh, dude,
I know. I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna like go to the top and then take it off,
pop it off. Yeah.
No,
I was like, he doesn't the whole.
Dude, this
match.
is a number one contender match for the world title.
Whoa, when?
Friendship,
like right now.
So RVD hits a moonsault off the apron to Mr. Anderson on the outside.
Kicks him in the head.
That is the end of the show on the broadcast version. The run over goes to TNA Reaction, which is a show that airs right after TNA, which is an hour of reacting to the show that just happened.
I guess that's not a bad idea, right? Like just keeping it flowing
They did that a
from
lot.
one to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how Reaction existed, right?
Yeah, it was after it, and then they moved it, and then they canceled it.
Oh, sure. Well, that makes sense.
On the TNA Plus version, though, it's the entirety of the match with none of the voiceover that says, "Hey, we'll catch you on TNA Reaction." It's just it keeps going.
Yeah.
So RVD goes to the top, but Anderson fights him and hits a superplex. Mr. Anderson back elbow into a chin lock.
Dude, the superplex thing is funny as shit because RVD heads up top and Anderson crotches him. He goes up to fight for the superplex. RVD cuts him off and shoves him down. Then heads back up again and then gets crotched again. 2 ball spots back to back here before the superplex.
You have to see that. You have to look at Mr. Anderson's movements in this back elbow into the chin lock. Fucking Dane Cook. Like, that's all I saw was Dane Cook on stage here for this back elbow. It was fucking so funny. RVD double line comeback, eats shit on the second one.
Dude, yes.
But
He
catches
trips
himself.
and dies and then whiffs a super kick.
Yeah. And it hits the world's strongest slam.
Dude, I can't believe another week of somebody fucking doing that. I was like stunned.
Mr. Anderson goes for a flipping senton. He yells, "Jeff!" That's Rob. My name is Rob.
Come on, bro. That's the Kenton bomb.
So RVD goes for the... No, it's not. RVD goes for the... RVD goes for a frog splash, and he lands right on Mr. Anderson's knees.
No.
Eric Bischoff is now here. There's no fucking way, man.
I can't believe it. The main event match. #1 contendership for Jeff Hardy's fucking title at the pay-per-view that they haven't told me the date for yet. And Eric Bischoff is coming down to the ring to fuck up the match.
So Bischoff's out here. He calls over Baby Hebner, and he tells him something in his ear. Bischoff tells Hebner to follow him. Come on, get out of the ring. Fuck the match.
Dude. Yes, and he does it because it's his boss, so I guess he has to. And Bischoff says, "I just want you to do your job." And they walk to the back. RVD and Anderson are laid out in the ring, still selling shit. And TNA says, "Does Bischoff have another referee in mind here?" And I was like, "Okay, they're gonna send Jeff Hardy out in a ref shirt and fuck this up." But they don't even do that. Jeff Hardy just comes out normal, also holding his ribs.
Another me is what you'll never be.
Why was he in pain?
Yeah, I don't know. I took a shit. Had some of that Eddie Guerrero shit your pants sauce.
Well, you shouldn't. Yeah, mahi mahi.
I don't know why he was in pain. Yeah, catering's just fucked up. So Jeff hits. He didn't do anything on the show. So Jeff hits RVD with a chair, then puts the chair on Anderson's arm, and Hardy hits the twist of fate on RVD on the chair, which is connected to Anderson's arm.
That was pretty awesome. I actually did like that. And and Taz says that was more like a twist of hate.
Holy fuck.
So Anderson rolls to the floor. He's in agony. He just had his shit broken. And Jeff stands in the ring holding the chair. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. There was only one match that had a fucking finish tonight. There was only one match, and it was a 5-on-1 handicap match.
I wish they had a tag where they didn't coexist. A bunch of them, really. Would have been great.
A litany of them. The last thing I wrote here was, what a fucking bad show.
There it is.
I mean, I hate this. I hated this. Like, was there one redeeming thing here? Cookie?
I mean, you know, Robbie E has a good career in TNA.
Yeah, like, God, this was a fucking... I watched this in one run too. Like I think because I was so like enamored with the fact that how fucking like stupid this was. Like I couldn't. Every time there was another segment and not a match, I was like I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't talk enough for my liking.
Well, thankfully you can continue on for the next hour with reaction if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean. Hopefully there's some matches
about the talking
on
the show. Is there matches on Reaction?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they talk about the talking on the talk show. Fuck! Fuck! There's 7 people in Fortune 4.
Man.
Well, that is it for TNA Impact October 14th, 2010.